What is up, guys, and welcome back to yet again another Cold Front video. And what are we doing today? That's right, we're playing some Third Age Reforged. Well, not any Third Age Reforged, a Horton scenario, but not any Horton scenario. A 4v3, not any 4v3, a 4v3 for no other than the Tophalis map. Ooh, this map is famed for the bridges and their annoyingness to pass, but it is yet nonetheless an amazing map and an amazing replay at the same time, although a little long. Very fun. We got quite a few veteran players. I think we only had one random this time, and but he was all right. He was all right. He needed a little bit of guidance, but he ended up doing all right. And yeah, we're gonna see some amazing catapult shots, some amazing maneuvers, and just some amazing choke point pushes to get through there. And yeah, so stick tuned, and I hope you all enjoy. So sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy. Alright, and let's get on to these army comps. So for the defenders is runes, so I'll have to do that kind of all together. I can kind of pick it apart a little bit, but I mostly do this together. But we're going to go ahead and do Isengard, which are the attackers, while they are separate. So it'll be a little easier to do each person's army comp. Now, starting off with the person, the one, the only, the J-Monster. Coming in with some Orc Raiders, some Moranin Orcs, the new units form, some Moranin Bows, which are actually pretty strong. If you actually take a look at their stats, they are pretty damn strong bows. We also have some Moranin Uruk Halberds. We have some more Orc Raiders, some more Moranin Uruks, Moranin Halberds. I mean, you get the idea. Uruk Bodyguard. Moranin Bows, more Uruks. He also has a unit of Troll Catapults. Ooh daddy. And he also has one Ologai unit and one, well, I guess if he's orcs and stuff, he wouldn't be Isengard, would he? But, and then one lesser Balrog unit. Now, moving up here. But the majority of the attackers are Isengard, as I can remember. Yep. Moving on with the second army, attacking on the right flank. So there's three ways you can kind of attack this place. There's this kind of land bridge here. There's a set of bridges here, and there's another set of bridges over there. So J-Monster and good old Donald Kingslayer will be taking on kind of this right side while we try and push through the left. Now, Donald brings some Uruk Reavers, some Uruk Raiders, always a good standard, Uruk unit. Cannon fodder, but can still push through a gap. So plenty of Uruk Raiders. He also has some Urukai infantry, quite a bit of that. Urukai archers, pikes. I don't know why pikes. I don't know why the scenario gave us pikes. There's nothing. If we're attacking, why do we need pikes? I don't get that. But we have some Urukai crossbowmen. We have some Urukai archers, some berserkers, some more pikes, and some trolls. Ooh, quite the nice force. Now moving on to ya boy, Cold Front. Cold Front is going like full spread formation because he wasn't sure if they could see him like from the beginning. Haven't played Tophalis in a while, so all my troops are kind of mixed up. I kind of remember what I brought, so I think I'll be able to do okay. So I have one unit of Urukai archers and one unit of Urukai crossbowmen. I don't have any catapult, no trolls, no nothing. So a little sucky, but whatever. I'll make do with what I got. Brought 4 units of Urukai raiders. Brought 2 units of 4 units of Urukai pikemen. No, 2 units of Urukai pikemen, 4 units of Urukai infantry, 2 units of Uruk Reavers, and we also have, where are they at? Where are they at? Oh, we also have some Nazkai bodyguard, 2 units of berserkers, and we do have another unit here, but I cannot see them for some reason. I don't know, they're hidden. They don't want to be seen yet. They do not want to be seen, but no problem. We have 2 more units of the like, instead of like Uruk Reavers, like I forget what they're called. Anyways, I'll show them off later. You'll see them later. But 4 more units, 2 infantry infantry units, 2 spear units. Again, it's spear units, but I don't know. They don't have any cap, by the way. So once again, I don't know. So here is our one random. We have R9Z10. He is the random. He will make quite a bit of mistakes, but I mean, I'm messaging him throughout the entire game. We're kind of helping him out and understanding, but for the most part, he does a pretty good job. We have heavy armor infantry, Mountain Uruk Blades, Mountain Uruk Archers, Heavy Goblin Infantry. We also have some more Mountain Uruk Blades, Heavy Goblin Crossbowmen. You kind of getting the gist here. He does have a catapult unit and a troll unit, so Cold Front gets nothing. He also has some Heavy Goblin Halberts, Heavy Goblin Spearmen, Heavy Goblin Infantry, more Uruk Pikes. He also has Black Watch Legion, Black Uruks of the Mountain, and Uruk Bodyguards, and of course the unit of Snow Trolls. Ooh, look at them. Pretty. Now moving on to the Defenders finally, who are Rune. Ooh, you never want to be you never want to be attacking Rune. That does not sound like a good idea. But defending the side we're attacking here, you can see the double bridge here. We have good old Horton himself, Heath Horton 2008. And, ooh, he makes some good scenarios. Big props to him for making the scenario. Oh, also, J Monster does have a YouTube channel. I'll link both of Horton's Discord chats so you can get some of these scenarios and participate in some of these scenarios. And I'll also link J Monster's YouTube channel so you can go check out his channel. Almost forgot about that. Whew, I'm good now. We're good. Anyways, so we have some Heath Horton brings some clan crossbowmen. He has a catapult unit and some Loki Narim up here on the top. And ooh, this is gonna be deadly, as you can see here. I mean, there's nothing you can really do against that right there. He also has some clan warriors, Loki Gomprim, Loki Scion Rim, more Loki Gomprim, and I believe 2 units of Swiftblades. 2 units of Swiftblades here in the city, where he will eventually defend. He has Loki Flag Rim, Loki Scion Rim. You're kind of getting the thing here. More Loki Scion Rim. More Loki Nar Rim. The Belcloth Sapphire Bladesmen, but let's call them, they're Rune Jabbies. Extremely deadly. Do not want those guys firing. You do not want to take shots to the face by those guys. Put it like that. You do not. He also has some more Loki Nar Rim and some more Loki Flag Rim over here. In the back, he has a unit of Kamul's Chosen, Dragon Wraith Guildsmen, and Kamul's Shadow Bows. And I believe that's all Heath Horton, right? Yes, that is all Heath Horton. Alright, now moving on. Who we got next? Sir Peter Pineapple. We got Sir Peter Pineapple. It's kind of weird to say. Let's see if he's still up here. No, Starling. So we also got Starling and Sir Peter Pineapple. Let's go ahead and start with Starling. And we'll work our way in like we just did with Heath Horton. So, again, at the very front, we got Starling bringing some Clan Warriors, Loki Flag Rim, more Clan Guard, 2 units of Gomprim holding here in a tight formation, some Loki Narim, a Ballista unit to take out anything trying to snipe his choke point holds. He also has some Loki Narim. He has some those Javies. He has some Shadow Bows and some Dragon Wraith Guildsmen. He also have more. This is Sir Peter. That's Sir Peter. Let's see, where is the rest of his army? Oh, there they are. So he also has, again, more Javies, more Gomprim, more Loki Scion Rim, more Swiftblades. They got it all, guys. They got it all. Now for Sir Peter, he's brought 2 units of Gomprim, Clan Warriors, more Swiftblades, Gomprim, Crossbowmen, Dragon Wraith Crossbowmen. I hate these guys with a passion. These guys will literally, I'm no joke, you will see it in this battle. With their regular ammo, 1 volley will take out half your unit. Say if I have 160 guys, it'll go down to like 160. Because it happened to me. No, I was at like 130 something. And it was something I took a volley from, and I noticed it, and it was too late. And I was like, oh, how much am I going to lose? I figured since I knew they were strong, so maybe like I lose like 30 in the volley. No, I went from 130 to like 65. This shit is crazy. These guys are horrible. Put it like that. More Scion Rim, more Flag Rim, more Crossbowmen, some Loki Scion Rim and Nar Rim. You're getting the idea. More Kamul's Chosen. Good God, more Kamul's Chosen. What could you do with all that Kamul's Chosen? What? What can you do? What are you planning? What are you scheming? What you do it? How you do it? Why you do it? And I believe that is it. I believe that's everything. So yes, we're going to go ahead and skip on to where we start some of the battle. But then again, this siege is rather long. This is one of the longest battles I have ever been in. Just because it was massive, and there were so many choke points. Let me see. We started this battle probably around, I'm going off US Eastern Time. It doesn't matter, you still get the idea of how long it is. We probably started around like 6:30. I don't remember getting off of it till like, no, I think we started like closer to 6. I don't think, I left at 8:30 something. The battle didn't end at 8:30. I just like, I committed the rest of my shoots. Like, I was like, okay, I gotta go. And I left at like 8:30 something. So this was like one of the longest battles I've ever been in. Almost like 3 hours or something like that. This thing was crazy. But we also get some good, amazing shots out of it. So be happy. No worries. Be happy. And we'll skip on to when something actually happens. I believe I forgot about these units. We have some Loki Narim, St. Peter's, Loki Narim, St. Peter's, Catapult, and also St. Peter's, more Loki Narim, and I think these are the crossbows we saw earlier. Okay, we just missed those. That's okay. So starting off, I'll show you kind of what's happening here. Cold Front is moving his one unit, well, he has 2 units of range, but one of his 2 units of range up onto this hill. If you see, if we can push this up on this hill, I can get an amazing shot right in the back on this catapult and these Narim, so we can just wipe those dudes out like it's funny. Not on top of that, J Monster and Donald will line up some archers right here in order to fire up on there. And ooh, this just looks cool. I love seeing Uruk-hai Raiders running. It just looks good. Ooh, we're seeing some ballista fire. Not good, not good, not good. But yes, he's moving up some of his cannon fodder now, some of his archers, I believe, to the exact position I told you before. Here, see, here comes the bows. They're doing the same thing. I mean, we didn't plan this. Like, they like, okay, we need to snipe that thing out. I wasn't even paying attention to what they were doing. I just saw the opportunity. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So it actually kind of worked out pretty nice. And we'll start to do that. Now, when it comes to the bridge is very annoying. I need to explain some things with the bridge and why it's so annoying. So this middle bridge does not work at all for me. J Monster will try it later on in the battle. The bridge just does not work. I do not know why. The only bridges you can work are these 2 side bridges. Now on top of that, whether you have them in spread formation or loose formation or whatever, close formation or loose formation, if they're on the bridge, they're in like one big ball. Another big problem. Third big problem, in order to get them onto the bridge, you have to line them up like right here. They have to be like, pretty much, you have to line them up to where they're just on the bridge, and then tell them to walk. If you don't, they could be like literally right where these troops are, and if you tell them to go to the other side of the bridge, they'll walk all the way around and try and go up either the land bridge or the other bridge, and it's super annoying. And a lot of times, even though you do it just right, you get your troops just up there, you see what I mean? If you get your troops just up there and click them, sometimes they still go to the right. I don't understand. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But it really will mess with Cold Front. So Cold Front's going to go ahead and move up all of these units of Uruk-hai Raiders, and I'm going to try and push these guys across and kind of line up on this. The only obvious spot where you can move troops across to is this spot right here. You got to move them here. I mean, there's no other way you can do it, otherwise you're going to get destroyed by arrow fire. And he will be moving another unit of Narim up here too. They might already be up here, but you just can't see them yet, but they are up there. So you have 2 units of Narim, 1 unit crossbowmen, 1 unit catapult, so it's pretty deadly. I'm not gonna lie. Cold Front's not gonna lie. Ooh, where are we at with this? So, we are taking a little bit of fire. We did take a little bit of fire here from his Narim just here. But, as you can see over here, we did some damage like it was funny. Almost completely rendering his catapult unit ineffective. Like, and same with this Narim. We took out a crazy amount of Narim here. And they're still firing on it, but I'm just taking too much damage right now. And I ultimately decided I only have 2 units of range, and I cannot afford to lose these guys right now. So I decided to pull those guys out because I just can't lose those. See, he doesn't notice it either. R9 doesn't notice it, but he told them to go across the bridge. But since he didn't do it just right, they're running all the way around. And on top of that, he always runs his troops. Like, dude, you can't do that. You cannot run your troops. Even if you're walking across this bridge and you shot out with catapults, don't run your troops until like the last minute and then run them. But he keeps running these dudes. So a lot of times during the battle, I'm like constantly typing in the allied chat or whatever and helping them out. And So it's definitely a team effort on that side, put it like that. But he does do pretty good. Let me put it like this. He did more than what I expected him to and surprised me a little bit, especially at the end, and I'll show you where, and he did a pretty good job, so I'm pretty excited to show that off. But yeah, so ultimately the bow fire is done on that side. Catapult's almost completely rendered useless. Same with that NRM unit. We did a good number there. Our 9's units are still going around, and he'll, like, this dude doesn't believe in walking his units. Look, they're already winded. Dude. Fail. I'm just telling you right now, dude. Fail. You can't do that, man. But then we are going to go ahead and start moving some troops across the bridge. And again, I will be back later when something interesting actually happens. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to regular speed so we can kind of see what's happening here. So, he did get, R9 did get one of his, Mountain Uruk Blade units across. And, ooh, do we get any shots here? Oh, we don't. But J Monster moved his Mountain Troll, or his Troll Catapult unit right over here on that same place I moved my Archers. And he's trying to snipe this Catapult over here. And he does a pretty good job, but I don't think he actually grabs it. Just the terrain just doesn't work out just right. And, ooh, some great shots. This might be a hit right here. Yep. That was that was not a hit. Dude, he's lucky. And again, running his troops. But he does get a unit of Uruk Blades and a unit of Mountain Uruk Archers. We cannot afford to lose any archers. Like, they can afford to just waste our archer ammo. We cannot. We need this. It's vital. And I really wish I probably had like a different army comp, because I didn't have any like the key necessary things of winning this battle. Blows a little bit, but it's okay. But ooh, taking that archer fire straight to the face from the Narim. Trying to return it, but they're just gonna throw it right into this Gamprim unit. Which is okay, I guess, but, I mean, the Gamprim, I mean, we're going to have to fight these guys anyways. Not like, I mean, see here the Scion Rim? If I were Horden, I would not do this. You just set up several lines of defenses, kind of spread apart, so if Catapult Fire comes in, it can only ever hit one unit at a time. And, because really, if you hit, I mean, this is just too much risk in one spot. Like, one Catapult unit could rock these two units, and, oh, dangerous. But, ooh! Moving up his catapult unit, R9 will lose one to Horton. Good job by Heath Horton getting those guys out. But Cold Front's Urukai units are moving up. They're almost hit the second bridge. And on this side, we do have some Urukai Raiders taking out these clan warriors who did charge from here and hit them on the hill to try and hit them on the downslope to stop their advance just a little bit and make it a little bit harder on the Uruks Raiders. But he does try and do some flanking maneuvers. They'll get wiped up pretty easily. And they are getting some archer fire over here while trying to line up the cannon fire. They're starting to move across some of the troops. And again, this really just sucks. Like, there's no way you can, I mean, it's just a really hard place to attack because, I mean, you can't have them in loose formation. They have to be in, like, tight formation. Going across this bridge, and they have to go across one at a time. See, just look at all the damage on that, man. Yeah, he's going to try and push him on the bridge. He's going to try and keep him clumped up on the bridge, and he can just keep that. Dude, look at this juicy target. I feel like Donald should know, like, you should not do this. God, and archer fire from the side. This is just, like, the most disgusting and beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life at one time. But yeah, there's nothing he can really do. Donald's just gotta try and, like, push through as fast as he can. And I believe this Serpy, yeah, Serpy sees that. He's going to try and move up, and oh my god. Guys, this is just deadly. Oh my gosh. Stop. Stop, you're making me cringe a little bit. And these Clan Guard do have a pretty good defense, so I don't see them getting through anytime soon. And although they did weaken this Gampering unit down quite a bit with some archer fire, it won't matter. Because you'll be stuck on the bridge for so long getting archer fire. I mean, catapult fire. Dude. Oh, half orc spear guard. This is what I have. I have 2 units of these, and I have half orc raiders or half orc something else. Some of another. You'll see them in a little bit. But look at all that fire coming down. Beautiful. And deadly. And disgusting. But beautiful at the same time. Over here on this side, and we have finally pushed through that clan warrior unit and are now heading this clan guard unit, and again will just be another choke point there. Over here on this side, we have, well, I told R9 not to charge in his units. I told him to line up his units right here where I'm about to go, and just wait till you get a bunch of troops across. Don't attack. Don't you don't want one unit to attack two. That's just you're gonna waste that unit away, and it's not gonna hurt the two units fatigue that much. It's only one unit on two. So I told him like to wait until he got a bunch of troops across, then took him out of loose formation, get him in the small tight formation, and then attack with a bunch of troops at once. And I told him, these are just like really bad, cannon fodder units. And I said, especially don't rush your troops in yet. This is such a prime target for catapults. Just keep shooting catapults at this, but he wants to try and hit some of these Gamper units in the back, but this Scion unit is what he's not realizing. The Scion unit is big, and he did listen to me for a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, man. Just deadly. And so, as you see, right as I get about midway on this bridge here, I run my troops. And you see he's not running his troops anymore, thank God. Oh, and he's just missing a lot of opportunities with that catapult. I mean, he could still be banging this unit right here. He did get one shot in right here, and that's good, but he just stopped after that. After he got that one shot in, he charged in his units. And you can see they're just getting mauled. They're absolutely getting mauled, and the Gamper is taking nothing from it. They're just absolutely okay. They're like, this is fine. This is okay. I accept this. And here's the other unit in armor, by the way. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to get these guys up here. But somehow, I feel like they still kind of get arrows down on there. There's one time in the battle where I'm pushing through kind of right here-ish, and somehow these Narim do some crazy shit from that movie, like Watchmen or something like that, where they can curve their bullets, you know what I'm talking about? I forget what it's called. They do some crazy 90-degree angle shit and somehow get my troops. But, yeah, they do it somehow. Back here on the bridge side, you can see just the carnage on this bridge, and he's pushing onto this bridge, and he's just pushing those guys back like it's funny. And they're just going to go ahead and just fire arrows and throw them, like, I think trying to hit this a little bit, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Ballista is firing like crazy. It is really trying to snipe out some stuff. They got plenty of units ready to go, pushing more over to the land bridge, where they're still taking on this Clan Guardian. I'm telling you, this Clan Guardian is pretty good. They're not bad. He's got Swift Blades in shield formation getting ready to go. He also has 2 units of Swift Blades, and I believe 2 units of one unit of Gamprim holding this, and this is beautiful. I love when people do like really neat, beautiful formations. It just makes my day. That's definitely got to be the screenshot right there. That's beautiful. All right. And as again, if you look at this map, you see one attack here, another attack here, another attack here. Most of my units are just trying to get across the battlefield, honestly, right now. That's what most of my troops are trying to do. They're just trying to get across the battlefield. And then I actually won't charge in a bunch of my troops until I know 90% of the Misty Mountains have taken all of the archer fire, and I've pushed through a little bit. You know, I'm not going to just line up my entire army right here. That's not going to do it. But you see, I've charged in 1 unit of my Uruk-hai Raiders, and I think it's funny. Immediately as I charge in these Uruk-hai Raiders, this starts to break here, and basically, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The best way to break through, see these guys right here? See them making this push right here? The best way to push through a gap is to literally tell them to keep moving. Get 1 unit you don't really give a shit about, and just tell them. See what my cursor? I'm telling them to click, move here, keep moving here. I'm just telling them to keep doing it. I'm not telling them attacking. I'm just telling them to move here. Because in Medieval 2, they have this system called pushing, like where the lines can push each other, and that's how you got to get through these gaps. You just have to keep telling them to push through, keep pushing through, keep clicking, and you see they're actually starting to do it now. That's how you get through here. So right as you get a wedge, I mean, a 1 unit can only do so much. You use a lot of units when you're telling them to push through and not attack, because they're not attacking; they're just getting butchered. So you can only do so much with 1 unit at a time. So you have to wedge another unit in there, and that's what I'm gonna do. And again, just telling them to keep moving. Just keep moving. Here they go. They're starting to run. Push through there, guys. And they'll do it. He's got to stop that shit. He's got to stop that shit. If he has any of my units, I didn't notice him hitting any of my units, but if I notice it now, I'm going to find that guy. I'm going to murder his family. You don't kill Cold Front's units. There you go. See? There we go. Beautiful. Now we've pretty much burst through. Son of a... Oh, dude, I was about to... Oh, yep. Alright, R9, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. I will murder your family. I'm talking Trans-Pacific, military war, man. I will find you. Kill my units. Crazy kid. Anyways, ah! Oh god, thank god that was mostly his. Alright, but yeah, on a serious note, I keep telling him to stop firing his catapult because we need him to preserve the ammo. We really need to preserve that ammo. Now, most of the Gamp Rim have pretty much fallen back, and it's pretty much fallen on the Loki Scion Rim, and the Loki Scion Rim, and it's really falling on them right now to hold this line. They're gonna do it alright. I mean, God, it's Scion, and I'm telling him to actually. Here we go. He's doing it. I told him to line up his troops right here and just fire straight into the face of those guys with crossbows. Although they are in shield wall formation and all, crossbows should get through that shit and do it pretty nicely. And I'm going to go ahead and charge another unit on top of the two I've already charged in already into here. And these clan warriors aren't going to do too much. They're going to be pretty easy to take care of. It's just a matter of pushing another band of troops through. Back on this side on the bridge is still holding strong and they are still destroying them over here. I've never seen such crazy stuff. And he's going to go ahead and charge him actually some of his Urukai infantry, the meat of the Urukai army right there. And ooh, that's going to be deadly. And he's still nowhere close to breaking through this Gamp Rim, these Swift Blades, and these Scion Rim. So not good at all. And he's charging another unit on another pronged attack on the right side of the bridge. And he's going to try and get through this Gamp Rim unit. But I mean, there's just too much here. There's just one big choke point that you cannot really do anything against. I mean, you just really can't. Back on this side, taking heavy losses. I'm telling you, those Klansmen, staff masters, whatever the hell they're called, are deadly. You can just see, look, they are still fighting. These guys are Clan Guard. They are really good in defense. Defense, I'm telling you, defense. But yeah, and then they still, on top of that, have to go through some Runic Swift Blades, 2 units of Runic Swift Blades in shield wall formation, which he actually pushed up out of that beautiful little formation. Gamp Rim, and meanwhile he's getting peppered with arrows, and on top of that, on this side oh no, you can see those 2 massive shots right into the horde of these, God, you can see just the damage that those did. And there's nothing you can do against it. When they push through like that, they have to be close formation to go through the bridge, and so it really sucks for us, because we literally can't do anything else. That's literally what we have to do. And it blows a little bit. So the other unit successfully almost completely pushed through and are now starting to break through. He's also peppering down this Gamp Rim unit back here. I actually don't even notice it until actually I get through here and then I see like there's no Gamp Rim unit here anymore. He peppered through those guys. But he's definitely using those Morannon bows to get through there. And trust me guys, the new Uruk Morannon bows. Oh no, those aren't Morannon bows, are they? No, they're not. What are they at? What are those guys? The Mount Uruk archers, they're pretty good. They're really good archers. And he's got these crossbowmen. I think they're still firing down here. I'm not 100% certain. No, they're also firing back onto this Gamp Rim unit. So he's got all of his archers coming down onto these units back here. And it is just deadly. Very deadly. I actually don't even notice it. I do notice it actually. I'm pretty sure I tell him to stop the archer fire because you're getting friendly fire. Because I'm pushing through. But yep, that's how you break through a choke point right there, guys. Pretty simple. It's not too hard. You just gotta really get your cannon fodder to push. Maybe get a bunch of cannon fodder to do all the pushing, and then mix in one little like higher tier unit to kind of help cement where they push, so they don't get destroyed 3 seconds after you push. But yeah, he's not gonna take advantage of this big open gap. He's gonna keep pushing onto these guys for some odd reason. So I'm pretty much just gonna send one unit up here, one of my weaker units. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm going to send one of my weaker units up here ahead of time to help block this advance, to help stop that from happening. Now I'm going to send the other units around to go ahead and flank behind the back. Look at this beautiful charge in the back. Oh yeah, awesome. And they're going to go around and suffocate that unit. And here we go, I'm charging in a unit of pikemen. I don't know why they gave us pikemen again, because they don't have any cab, but he gave us pikemen, so I'm going to push those guys in for just cannon fodder reason to weaken the enemy's fatigue, because they really can't do anything in just straight up combat. I mean, unless they're in spear wall formation, they're really kind of useless. I mean, there's nothing really you can do with them. Back on this side, their bridge still holding. he has pushed through the units quite well with his Urukai infantry. They are very good infantry. And you see he's actually telling them to push. He's doing the same sort of tactics over here. And he's just telling them to push right through the troops. And he really needs to get more troops over here now, like pronto. If he's trying to break through the side, he should be flooding troops into here right now. But I'm not 100% certain what his goal is right here, because I don't see him pushing any more troops over here. I see him mostly pushing troops over towards the land bridge, which is just a horrible fight uphill, and it's just all odds are against him over here. I mean, I keep enough of a threat over here that would, you know, well, make Starling think it was a threat, but see how he has to remobilize his troops. I would have just pushed through this little thing. I would abuse this maliciously. Look, he's trying to do it now, but he's got to take advantage of it pronto. Like by the time he saw that they might even be pushing through, like before any of this happened, he should have been pushing more troops. I mean, it's a really hard thing to notice and do, and it's easier said than done. But if he had, he would have been able to really do a number. Maybe even cut off this unit right here and push another unit around and destroy these guys on the bridge to free up the middle bridge too. So, but there's only so much you can do in a situation like this, and I mean, really, this event was so huge, and somehow through all that death and destruction, my Urukai Raiders hold strong. And you know what I'm gonna do with them again? You got it. I'm gonna push them through. Well, I'm attempting to push them through. This is still that one unit. They're still back here. They're mopping up the rest of it, and they actually did mop it up. J-Monster still pushes Troll Catapult over to our side of the field because we are breaking through quite nicely. And you can see just poor Runic Swiftblades. I actually almost cried laughing when I when I was charging through. I'm like, where did that unit of Runic Swiftblade go? Then I look on the ground, and you see how this unit got absolutely destroyed, and they're still getting destroyed by archers. Absolutely crazy. Look at this. They're all just laying down like, yep, we're done. That's horrible. I don't know why, what's his name? Horton didn't, you know, try and stop that. But, ooh, I'm going to take a quick Javi fire to the face. But I'm trying to push my Urukai through this little line here. I'm just trying to bypass these guys. I wanted to silence these guys. I wanted to get them out of the picture. And I successfully do that. I'm able to push them out of the picture, force Horton to push them back, and I go ahead and engage this Loki Flag Rim unit beyond here. I'm not even going to stop to fight these guys. They aren't even like a problem to me. But again, on this side over here, Cold Front pushes through again using the same tactics. That's why I was able to get the troops through there. If you guys were like, wait, how the hell did those guys get through the line? I did the same tactics. I used whatever's left of my raiders to push through on that side. And I still haven't pushed any more troops across yet. Actually, I have one unit of Urukai Pikemen and some Uruk Reavers. I lied. I did push some more troops across. But once again, I'm still having a bunch of trouble pushing troops across. And it's not happening as fast as I'd like it to just because I'm having so much trouble with it. They just didn't want to cooperate with me. I knew he's going to try to get some shots off on these Runic Swiftblades back here. It is quite the juicy target. And he just barely misses that one. Oh, man, that would have been nice. That would have been beautiful. But Cold Front is going to go ahead and engage his unit over here. I think I'm going to send one of these units around and flank these guys again. I mean, that's all. I mean, Urukai Raiders are like just a really good standard and fast-moving unit. It's very nice. But we are going to take, some Javi throws to the face. Not too much. You can't do too much with this angle they have because they do have a bunch of friendlies right there on the cusp. But they can get some in. Yeah, you can see them just kind of barely missing the heads. And they're kind of going to be grabbing some good dudes here in the back. But J-Monster is going to, yeah, that's J-Monster, right? That's J-Monster, right? Right. I'm pretty sure. No, that's R9. R9 is going to charge his trolls through here and silence those Javies. I believe that's actually my request. I think I told him, like, hey, charge your trolls ahead. We need to silence those Javies. And he did. Beautiful. And in here, once we break through the choke point, you really see R9. He steps up his game a little bit. And this is where I said earlier when I said he comes out okay. It's because of what he does here. And Horton isn't charging these guys out of melee. He really needs to. These guys are a vital unit and they're very strong with their Javies. You want to save these units as much as you can, but he's going to keep them in prolonged combat right now. And he has a unit of Dragon Rays Guildmen over here and Loki Narum over here firing, protected by their Scion Rim. And he has a little defense on this town here, the right side of this town, but not a huge one. R9 already charging in some of his heavy goblin spearmen to take on these Loki Flagrum that J Monster was trying to shoot earlier. My guys, I'm not too worried about pushing right now. I do have these guys here. I'm just letting them stay out of battle real quick, kind of cool off. While we try and finish up some of these Swift Blades here. But I'm not too worried about it. Right now, my main priority is getting some more troops across the way. And you see I have done a little bit of it there, and I'm doing more of it now. I see a bunch of those guys right there because I'm trying to work the bridge right now, but on that side, but it isn't really working. On this side, they pushed through that unit of Swift Blades. They have now engaged the Gamprum slash Swift Blade shield slash spear wall here slash. Back on this side, they attempted to push through the bridge, but they missed their opportunity and were silenced by some Loki Flagrum and looked like some Scion Rim mix in there too. They're charging in their heavy Reavers right now to try and break through that. They are a nice AP unit, but I think they just missed their opportunity right there. I think if they had saw the opportunity a little bit ahead of time and then just gotten it, it'd have been much nicer. But they're already prepared for this to fall. They're not going to try and defend that side of the bridge anymore. They're actually going to let them come out, so they have a little nice spear wall slash shield slash spear wall thing over here. And again, the land bridge and the main bridge hold strong under Starling and Sir Pineapple's defense. Meanwhile, we are starting to break through and hit the city mucho. So he actually charged these dragon wraiths R9 with those trolls he was fighting the bladesmen with. And I told him, I keep telling him, I was like frantically typing, like, push your guys out. Yeah, okay, they'll get someone to charge, but in prolonged combat, they will F up your trolls. Because although Dragon Wraith Guildmen, I'm pretty sure did lose some HP in the patch, they're still strong as hell. And you definitely do not want to get into prolonged combat with them ever. Any unit, doesn't matter which one. Damn, we're taking some heavy archer fire. And he has some half-orc berserkers charging in on that side. And he's going to be charging his troops through the street. And he's still running his men, mind you. Why? Coldfront doesn't know. Coldfront is going to go ahead and walk his men. And somehow, Coldfront has not lost, at this point, has not lost a single unit in the battle. None of my units are routed. And these guys are the only ones who have really seen combat. So, pretty nice. I'm not going to lie. But I am charging through some of my guys. And so is he. All my pikemen are going through. The Reavers are going to stay back here for a little bit. And he's also charging up some of his Blackwatch Legion. I'm pretty sure I have some troops coming across too. Yeah, Urukai Archers, my half-orc Spear Guard, and some more half-orc Spear Guard and Urukai Crossbowmen. So I'm getting my range across here. Because this is exactly the reason I told you I was saving my range. Because even though I have so little, it's not like it makes a big difference anyways. Ooh, fire arrows. Interesting choice. Peppering our men trying to get through there, but he's trying to run his men, still running his men, don't know why. But yeah, so I'm telling you, man, he's got to get these guys out of there. He charged these Sapphire Bladesmen, and yeah, you'll get 1 or 2 kills off the charge with the trolls, and you'll get some more kills in prolonged combat. But there you go, because of that, he lost another troll, and that's just, you really just can't do that. I mean, at this point, there's only 18 of them left. It's not like we're crazy worried about it anymore. But here we go. He's going to charge some orc bodyguard, and you see them just making their weird noises. And he charged those half-orc reavers or cleavers or whatever you want around and actually engaged that Kamul's chosen unit. And ooh, is it scrumptious? They actually got some good kills off the charge in the back because he's trying to push those. He doesn't want to charge these Kamul chosen into battle yet. He tried to charge them out of there, and R9 actually got him with a charge in the back with the Reavers, who are AP, and I'm pretty sure are AP at least. Well, they are going to charge, put it like that. And he actually got a good charge on the back on those Kamul chosen, and actually took out a few. Impressive. And now these poor Swift Blades are now surrounded. Coldfront is now charging up his. Oh no, that's R9. Yeah, okay, there are my raiders. So R9 is charging through this little gap. What is it? Horton attempted to plug this with the Dragon Wraiths, and I'm telling you, R9 sometimes doesn't listen, but it's okay. He'll do alright either way. He is in prolonged combat with trolls versus what are the guys called? Dragon Wraiths, and he is also in prolonged combat with a elite unit of Blackback Mountain Berserkers. So Coldfront is going to charge and silence some more of these guys, and by doing that also going around and completely surrounding this Dragon Wraith's Guildman unit. And that is the purpose of that whole charge right there, is to try to get around and surround these guys and take them out, because they are a huge You guys don't know, but I just sneezed. A huge threat. Excuse me. And R9 is going to push again. R9 gets super aggressive once he breaks through the city, and I kind of like it. It's pretty interesting. And see, look at this. Those are the snow trolls. I'm telling you, he charged them through and forced Horton to retreat his Loki Narim. R9 is doing some interesting things, but mostly good. He's doing really well. He's completely surrounded this unit, is in combat with the Scion Rim unit, silenced his bows, which I wasn't even ready to silence yet. Somehow got them through this Gamprim unit. I don't know how they got them through there, but he did. And is messing around with his Kamul bows and Kamul Shadow Bows, yeah, Shadow Bows and the Narim unit right there. So that's pretty impressive on his part. Proud of him. And with that flank, we have almost completely destroyed these guys. And the Sapphire Blazemen are almost nothing. So successful so far on the front. On the cold front. Hahaha. Anyways, and more troops mine finally getting across the bridge. Over here. Still, just can't break through this uphill battle. Just a horrible uphill battle. He's going to charge in some Trolls of the White Hand. And I don't see any reinforcements coming in. I think that's the only thing he's sending is Trolls of the White Hand. I just don't know what else he can do over there. Excuse the sniffles. I do have a little bit of a cold. A cold front. Anyways, I need to stop with the cold front jokes. Anyways, so he has his Bladesman here ready to do some jabbies into the side. I don't even think he's going to do it. I don't think it's necessary. I mean, this is just a very impenetrable, very well done choke point, put it like that. This is what happens when you do a choke point right, and this is what trolls look for, breaking through choke points, but you need to have them supported with actual troops, and as you can see, he does not have any troops to support them. So, although that charge was nice and all, you've kind of, Now, I think he's trying to take out these ballistas, but it's not, I mean, yeah, he took out, there you go, I believe he just took out one. No, he didn't even take out one. So, I'm not sure what that's going to do. Maybe it silences some of these Narim for a little bit, but I'm not sure what he was trying to ultimately do there. That might have been a waste of trolls. Maybe if he had launched a attack, a push, that would have been somewhat worth it, but I don't know, because he's not supporting it with anything. I'm not sure what his intentions are there. He charged through those Blackback Mountain Berserkers that are almost completely done. Oh, actually, they have 95 men left. I just don't know where the hell they are. Where the rest of them are. Coldfront's Raiders are the only guys fighting right now, and they are taking out these Bladesmen. And they're the only one fighting right now because really there's nothing to fight. I mean, here they are, the Blackback Mountain Berserkers. He charged them in, cut off this Scion Rim unit, and took on these Runic Swiftblades. And now he's trying to push through some of these Blackwatch Legion. Because he can't take this little alleyway. There is a little glitch here where you can take this alleyway. You can go either around here or through here. And R9 figured that out and charged his Blackback Mountain Berserkers through there. Cut off the Scion unit with this, with the Blackback. Or these Blackback Mountain... Black Rooks of the Mountain. Jesus. So he did that with these guys. And was able to hold off the Scion Rim unit. But they are in a double... combat, and that just destroys their morale and their fighting ability if you're surrounded, and that's kind of what they are right now. So he attempted to cut off that Scion Rim unit, and he's attempting to bolster him, obviously, like he needs to, and he's trying to do that. He's just using these alleyways like a pro, pushing in more, oh, these are my Uruk-hai Raiders, but he pushing his Blackwatch Legion to push back these Scion Rim to support this, this thing he's trying to do right here. Look at that. Look at you. Look at you. Here's just, look at that. And then pushes him around. And then he finds another way around to take out those Swiftblades. So R9 is like destroying the game right now. He is doing immensely well. And he's giving me time to find my own plan, what I want to do. Because he's like, I think he already knew what the hell he wanted to do. And he already had pushed across most of his troops across the bridge. So he had more to utilize. And why? What have these raiders done to you that warrants you shooting them? What are you shooting them with? You're shooting them with shadow bows. You're wasting shadow bow arrow on my poor raiders. And I still have not lost a single unit. See, four flags? Because there's still 4 flags of my men left. None of these, after all these raider units have been through, they have not died yet. And it is amazing. But Coldfront's going to mainly push his troops through this one side here. And J-Monster's also going to come with me. And I already have my crossbows and archers across. And my pikes are through the gap, waiting to support, and I'm getting more and more troops over here to this side, because apparently he still does have archers up on this, right here.
He still has these guys up there, so I'm not playing games with that. I'm keeping my troops close to the walls for right now. But seriously, R9 is killing the game. Surround the Siren unit. Cut off this unit over here. Cold Front's going to do a massive charge into these Loki Gamprim unit just to put some extra pressure on them, but for no apparent reason. These guys are too weak to do anything special. There's no flanking maneuvers I can particularly do. The only thing I want to do right now is just use these guys up. They're probably each have only like 20 men left in the units, like 30, 54, 10, 39. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and wear down this Gamprim unit a little bit, and that's what I'm gonna do right there. And ooh, J Monster has found a juicy target he likes. These Kamul Chosen in spear wall formation, and he's attempting to snipe them. And you see how many Kamul Chosen these people have? Good God! Each army has a Kamul Chosen. Like, do you know how OP that is? I mean, seriously. I mean, the men in this scenario are super OP. But let me just take a second to point out what Cold Front is doing right here. So Cold Front sees an advantage and takes it, obviously. And because he is losing a bunch of Blackwatch Legion here, the Cyan Rim and Loki Narum are pushing back these Blackwatch Legion. And if we lose this battle right here, it cuts this off and makes one big choke point here. He also cuts off the units here, and he can't support this on the other side anymore, and he can't keep this pressure on this Scion unit here. So it's crucial we hold this point, and these Blackwatch Legion are just starting to get cut down after a little bit of prolonged combat. You can see all the black right there from where they got pushed back from here all the way to here. So Cold Front notices this, and Cold Front sees also a perfect reason to show why he was saving his archers for so long. And it's this. Cold Front sees I'll have a height advantage here, and he's going to use his crossbowmen to snipe the hell out of the Cyan Rim right in the back. Let's go ahead and just witness this. Let's go ahead. Let's witness this. And ooh, does this feel good. This feels so good. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And simultaneously getting some Narum in there too. It's actually better for Heath Horden, actually. They have some Narum in there. They might absorb some of the crossbows. But that's what Cold Front's going to do. He's going to hold off this Gamprim unit so he can't push anything through here. And then he's going to just keep peppering the Cyan Rim in the back with some crossbows. And J Monster and me are kind of having a little orgasm together over this because it's quite nice. And this will definitely help. Wow. Excuse that weird things happening outside my house. Anyway, so J Monster actually is starting to push his troll unit up here. I'm not sure if he notices this. Like, I start to get scared. I'm like, ooh, J Monster, what are you doing? He kind of stops right there, and that kind of, I don't know, that scared the shit out of me. I'm like, why are you charging your catapult in? But yeah, and this is gonna do so much damage, guys. Look at this, just a couple volleys, and this is just, look at that, look at those numbers go down. Do you see how beautiful this is? Do you see how absolutely beautiful this is? Let's see one more volley. Come on, what is it? What does a volley do? I mean, guys, that's like an average of 15 per volley of Cyan Rim killed. And look at them just getting massacred. And he's actually got some. I think those are, yeah, these are my raiders firing on these Narum too, because Narum are actually firing against my crossbowmen. I don't like that. So I have my archers firing on their Narum, and I have my crossbow simultaneously firing on the Loki Siren, and it's creating a little arrow volley of death right here. It's quite nice. My raiders still in pointless battle, haven't killed one of these Gamprim yet. Quite sad. And that's not their purpose. I don't have them there to kill those Gamprim. I have them there to, well, just annoy them. And here we go. I'm gonna charge some of my pikemen in just because I need to get rid of those guys. I want those guys to die because there's no point in them. And well, that's it. There's no point in them. And I'm continuously charging. I mean, I have half my army blobbed right here. But yeah. I mean, there's no point in having those guys. They're too weak to do anything on their own. So I'm pretty much gonna charge these guys again into these Gamprim and kind of just waste them because there's nothing I can really do with them. So that's pretty much going to be their purpose. And the crossbowmen, I believe, have stopped firing. I think it's enough. I think the Cyan Rim have had enough here. They have gone from a unit of like 140 something to 32 due to Cold Front. Use welcome. And ooh, is that beautiful? On this side, they have destroyed that Cyan Rim unit, pushed them back, and now it's one continuous choke point right here. Back on the other side that we've kind of been away from because nothing happens over here. He's starting to actually do a legit infantry push now. See, I don't know why he didn't correlate this with his trolls, but I mean, he has successfully broken through so much of this over here. I mean, there's not much left of this defense. He's successfully done quite a bit of damage on it, but still, he's got to push through it. And he's also have the problem of him having to have units run all the way around and come up over here. It's a little bit of a pain. Just takes your troops out of the fight for a long time, giving the opponent time to, well, how do I say it? Just giving the opponent time to think of what you're doing and work around it. And still, this one bridge is absolute carpet of men here. Absolute carpet. This is just disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. And beautiful. Back on this side of the field where more interesting stuff is happening. So Sir Peter and Starling are starting to push some troops back to help because Horton is calling for help. He is falling pretty fast. R9 is still doing a great job flanking. My troops, my raiders, are finally starting to break a little bit, but I mean, charge some pikemen in. Everything's going all right. Nothing too crazy happening over here, but he does break through the Cyan unit here and push these Blackwatch Legions here. And I don't know why I didn't do it, but now I'm looking back on it right now. It just came to me. I could have done the same thing R9 did, push through right here, and just rush my troops around and just sandwich that unit. Or no, I probably didn't do that because there are what is it? What is it called? There are Dragon Wraith's crossbowmen right here. I think, hang on, I think J-Monster, see that for a second? Oh, right here it is. Ooh, you can see them burning right there, but J-Monster got a shot on those Dragon Wraith crossbowmen. Can you see, if you probably go back in a little bit in the video and pause it, but I'm actually going to pause it right here because something's happening just right here in this corner of the screen. A lot of stuff is happening right here, but put it like this. If you go back a little bit and you see me going through here, you can see this unit appear a little bit, and there's a hidden unit of Dragon Wraith crossbowmen right here, and J-Monster sees it appear for just a second. I'll probably not, I'm doing something else, being an idiot. But he sees it appear for just a second, enough to notice that there's something there and tell his trollmen to fire at it. There you go, they have appeared again. And he hit him pretty good, and you see he got a really good volley on them right there, and every little bit counts against those guys. But Horton says, alright, F these guys over here, F this whole thing that's happening, I need to fight back a little bit. So he charges in some of his Dragon Wraith Guildmen, and he's actually going to push through this weak line of raiders. Remember, these raiders are not here to protect anything. They're here just to weaken this Gamprim unit. And I noticed this. I'm like, no. And there's nothing really I can do against this. So I'm going to try and like push my Urukai pikemen over there a little bit. And then I don't think I actually noticed. I think these guys were just going around like that's what I was going to do. But I definitely don't notice this. But I tell J-Monster, like, watch your trolls. And I don't notice it. Yeah, see, now I know. See, the raiders starting to rush against these guys. But I don't think they push through so fast. So I'm not worrying about it too much. But then he starts to run his troops. He runs his troops and tells them to walk right through. And of course, the Dragon Wraith Guildmen, so of course they can just walk right through. And I'm trying to tell these pikemen, rush up here, stop this from happening. But they always want to spread out and do stupid shit with this. I don't know. There's a lot of pathfinding problems with this map. But I tell my crossbowmen to rush out of there. And J-Monster's actually out of ammo for his catapult, so he's going to rush his trolls in too. So, nothing else I can really do with these crossbowmen for now, because I don't have any real good shots on people. Right now it just comes into an open city battle a little bit. We have a couple choke points going on. One more right here that's about to fall. And we have one happening right here where we kind of have this whole U-shaped choke point happening right here. And he still has some Camul's Chosen. He has some more Gamprim coming up. He has, I know, shadow bows and stuff all over the place. He actually shot some rotten meat into the, what is it called? Those crossbowmen over here. But he still have a little bit to go through, guys. But we are making great strides. R9 did a fantastic job taking this city. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. R9 did a good job when he came through here. He finally, he pulled his own weight finally when he came through here and made some good moves. Moves that I would have never made because I wouldn't have thought that you can just run right through these buildings, but apparently he knew you could, so he did. It's actually kind of funny, but be it as it may, R9 did a good job finally. And actually, it's a Brown. It'll be soon here. He actually not admits defeat, but just leaves early because he has to go. Because this battle again is like almost 3 hours long, and we're only a little over halfway through this battle, if you guys can believe it. And it pretty much comes into one big choke point battle for the longest time. He has pushed out his Scion Rim unit to help block over here because they finally pushed through here. And this is where the majority of their army will be coming through. Because since Peter and them didn't think that they'd break through as fast, or I don't know what happened, but they made one big push on the land bridge and pushed through. The only thing that they had to fight over there was the one small unit of Scion Rim that I already showed you. And they're finally going to push through there. And he's actually going to charge in some of his Blades Master units that are out of ammo into there and try and just stop that from happening for a little bit. He has a Scion Rim unit here, but they're getting blocked by these Nazkai bodyguard who are in the Scion Rim are getting peppered by arrows because they have the height advantage there. They have the high ground. Don't do it, Anakin. I have the high ground. Anyways, but the battle over here on this bridge is completely freed up. But all of the units here that were holding that are super depleted. So the only thing he has to do is just rush one unit here, block these 3 units, and he can just push all of his army right through into the city, where they have not set up defenses yet. I don't think so. So, and then, oh, here we go. J-Monster rushing through his Lesser Balrogs. Ooh, baby. And the rest of J-Monster's army and Donald King Slayer's army is finally rushing through here. And it's a beautiful thing. Wow. Beautiful. And that's going to be big. Since they broke through there and was able to rush their troops down here in time to stop the Scion Rims from plugging this up into another choke point, they were able to rush a bunch of the troops through, and that's big. That's a big thing. I'm not sure what he's doing with these Balrogs here. He might see something that I don't see yet, but I'm not sure what he's doing there with those Balrogs. Back in the city, we're going to go ahead and get a little sky view. He still has these Nara Rim units here, and you can see the choke point's still kind of happening here. And ooh, so Daddy Cold Front pushes his troops through and attempts to take on some of these Kumul's Chosen, I guess. I'm not sure what my purpose of this was, but I was just pushing some more troops through because I broke through most of the units over here. And I have my Urukai pikemen and infantry, I think infantry? No, all my pikemen units taking on these Dragon Wraith Guildmen. I don't think they're going to win. I think they're going to take down some of them and pretty much just weaken that unit until I'll charge the rest of some other unit in to break them later, basically. And you see these Strolls are taking a big number, facing those guildsmen in prolonged combat. But, oh, I know what I was trying to do. I wanted this to happen. I wanted to plug them somewhere around here so where I can, because I think he was rushing his troops through here, so I plugged them with this unit of Reavers, and then now I'm just peppering these guys with crossbows and taking out as many of these Kumul Chosen as I can. That was my purpose here. Okay, I remember now. But they sadly will get double teamed right here, and I won't be able to. I should already be charging another. How many do I lose? How many do I lose? You see that right there? You see that right there? That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. That was 60 units in one volley, and that's from this one unit of Dragon Wraith Crossbow over here. How is that even possible? I lost 60 units in one volley, and there's only 47 men in this unit. That is the type of bullshit about that unit that pisses me off to no end. Do you know how much more damage this unit would have done if they hadn't like taken so many casualties? And on top of that, I had my Reavers posted up where these crossbowmen were, and not only did he start to charge his Kumul's Chosen over here, he before he did that, he also started peppering them with these Dragon Wraith crossbowmen, and I lost a hella amount of Reavers. So that's also, now I remember. Now it's kind of coming back to me because the rage that I just saw right there through the replay came back to me in memory of the rage I had when I was playing this battle, and reminded me of when that shit happened. So that's what happened. So he peppered my Reavers with those crossbowmen, and I was forced to plug this gap with the Reavers. And then I thought I'd take advantage of that opportunity. And look, now that they're turning around, this is actually awesome. I remember watching this during the actual battle. Watch it right here. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. There. Oh my god. Crossbow fire. And look at how many just dropped right there. That's beautiful. We got the end of it. But anyways, I got a volley in the back of those. Kumul chosen. That just feels good. And there goes R9's general down to no other than Dragon Wraith crossbowmen. Screw those guys. 2 OP. Nerf them. Nerf them, please. And he charges another unit of Kumul chosen over here. Starling does. So I'm getting hit by a bunch of people right now. And I'm forced to hold. So Starling and Heath Horton are charging a bunch of troops to take me on, because I still have a bunch of my army left because I was so conservative at the beginning. And because of that, I have a bunch of my army left. So I'm going to go ahead and charge some of my infantry in. But sadly, he's able to get into this little choke point right here before I can charge my infantry in. And that will become another choke point, sadly. I think I'm about out of crossbow arrows. No, looks like I'm still good on those. Guys, it's just beautiful. I'm sorry, Sir Pineapple. Oh, Sir Pineapple, Heath Horton, and Starling are now starting to charge some of the troops against me. So they have J Monster and Donald the Kingslayer over here, who they're taking on. And then they're using some of their other parts of their army to take on my army. So J Monster and Donald the Kingslayer are working together to take down the side as fast as possible, to put some pressure on them to stop. Well, because I'm taking a huge blunt force of their two armies right now. They're elites. I haven't even charged on my elites yet. My berserkers probably aren't even across the bridge right now because they won't listen to me. Let me see where my general is. This is where my general is. Just chilling out of here because he won't go across the bridge. Meanwhile, their generals and elites are destroying my army. And that's okay. That's what you want them to do. See if I can get a volley. Oh, no. There goes J Monster or Sir Pineapples. Ooh, and we get a volley straight in the face. But I'm going to have to back those guys out and charge in some infantry. So that's what's going to happen with that. They actually nipped my crossbowmen a little bit. I'm going to lose a few, sadly. And I think what's going to happen next, I'm going to try and move them around here. But after they get into prolonged combat, but Uruk-hai like have this thing where they just don't really want to leave combat whatsoever. So it's really hard to maneuver them. But these Dragon Wraith, this Gamprim line is still holding from earlier. And these Guildsmen are still fighting my pikemen over here. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and reform these crossbowmen actually behind these Dragon Wraith Guildmen without Heath Horton really paying attention to it. I think I'm just going to take some shots right in their back. I think it's going to feel nice. These infantry units holding against these Shadow Guard, but Shadow Guard are really good units. I mean, like, really good. I don't even think my infantry can do anything special against it other than hold them off for right now and take out a few. He's charging even more Shadow Guard over here. Shadow Boats, actually, by Sir Pineapple. So you can see I'm taking on and again, getting hit in the side here by Dragon Wraith's crossbowmen? Those crossbowmen? Dragon Wraith's crossbowmen taking my ass in the side. It's horrible. And another unit of my Uruk-hai infantry getting taken on by these Starling Scion Rim. So I'm definitely getting quadruple teamed right now. And Kofran doesn't like it. It doesn't feel good. And here we go. Yep. So I am going to get a few volleys right into the back of these Dragon Wraith Guildsmen. But who else other than Sir Peter is going to come around and F up my strategy again and triple team me? And Kofran just doesn't like it at this point. Kofran's getting triple teamed. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to the heart, you know. These Uruk-hai Raiders, there's no need to push these guys up. I'm just keeping them back here, keeping them firing. Honestly. And here we go. I'm going to charge some of my half-orc Vanguard, who are actually going to skip a little bit what I thought they would. They were going to go right through this building somehow. And they're going to come up here and help support my army. But, and then J Monster also charging his Lesser Belrogs into the Scion Rim to help me also. So I'm definitely charging in the rest of my core army. And my elites are still trying to get across the bridge, sadly. It's pathetic. Seriously, these bridges were effing me up. But it's okay, because they are finally starting to get their army around to help me. J Monster's getting the rest of his army around, and Donald, what's his face, is getting his army around too. Some of his crossbowmen to try and, I think, snipe some of these Kumul Chosen, to be honest with you. I think that's what he's doing here. Yeah. He's gonna miss 99% of the shots. He can't actually get the shot here. First of all, you're facing the shield, so you're kind of halfway facing the shield, so that's not really gonna be to your advantage. And on top of that, you can only see like 3 of them, so you're not gonna get any real kills. Honestly, I'd just stop shooting. Oh, he's actually getting a few right in the head, but I mean, what else is he gonna use those guys for? I mean, I guess eat your heart out, man. Go ahead and shoot him. Kamul Chosen over here, Sir Pineapple's Kamul Chosen. Only 24 left because I raped him with my crossbowmen. These Dragon Wraith crossbowmen are moving around. The Scion Rim are preparing to hold this here, although the Kamul Chosen just raped my infantry, so there's no point in, you know, needing to hold that. Kamul Chosen charging through my men like it's funny. Bane Guard, our Bone Guard are finally starting to help a little bit. And so here come my Bone Guard to the rescue. So the majority of my men have fallen now. And it's left onto the second half of my, well, the second little part of my army. I only have like some Bane Guard, and I think that's it. Bane Guard and my main infantry. So we got Berserkers and Nazkai finally coming across. I finally got them to work for me. And what is this right here? What is this unit? Oh, I have some more Bane Guard Spearmen, Bone Guard Spearmen. So, oh, and even more Berserkers. I finally got a unit of Berserkers across. How cool is that? So I still have some troops coming across, but I would say at this point like 70% of my army's, not 70, let's say it's 60. 60% of my army's gone. And so I lost a whole lot of them to that triple team right there, and it was not pretty. But there's nothing I can really do about that. I mean, we get triple teamed, you get triple teamed. And finally, J-Monster's going to charge in some of his Belrogs, finally into here, and then looks like Sir Peter's going to reply with some Shadow Guard, who's going to be scrumptious, and he's also going to charge in. Oh, is this J-Monster? Who is this? Yeah, it's J-Monster with his Alokai. He's going to charge some of those guys in to help those Lesser Belrogs take on some of those Kamul Shadow Guard. And back here on this side, the crossbowmen have been taken on, well, not really silenced, but taken on by some clan crossbowmen. And Donald Duck's not really going to give a shit. He's just going to let them keep firing, and the few that are fighting, fight while the rest fire. But he's going to charge, J-Monster is going to charge in some of his Mordor, Moran, and Halberds to help push through there. And just, I mean, he's not trying to specifically push through there, he's just finally moving up some of his army. And the infantry unit over here has been probably pushed in over here. Yep, right there. So. And we still got our Bane Guard in a ferocious battle, battling the remnants of the reinforcements that I got destroyed with. Thank you, J-Monster, for finally relieving that. But you see, he's got his Lesser Balrogs cutting off these Dragon Crossbowmen from getting to us to reinforce, because we do not want to get in the open battle with those guys. And he tried to pull his Lesser Balrogs off, but they have this thing, this unit trait, that won't actually allow them to come out of battle, because they're in such like a fit of rage that it won't really let them come out of battle. And you'll see them take on those crossbowmen, and they're actually going to get cut down pretty well. I mean, even though the Belrogs, they're, well, Kamul's, sorry, not Kamul's, Dragon Wraith crossbowmen, you really just don't have for those guys. So now not as much happening. We're going to go ahead and go into 2 times speed and just kind of see the evolution of the battle. We have another unit of I think all 3 of the room players had at least 1 crossbowman, 1 Kamul Chosen, 1 Dragon Wraith Guildman. I mean, come on, it's crazy. Hang on, let me go back to this. Ooh, look at them moving up in Spear Wall. That looks cool. Almost reminds me of like the Viking shield wall, and you know, they take a step, you know, you know, moving up towards the Belrogs. I don't know, this kind of looks cinematic. I'm gonna go ahead and shut up for a little bit, let you guys enjoy the battle. Oh, they're gonna stop. Okay, they're just moving up. Sir Pineapple's right there. My crossbowmen moving up. My Bone Guard now engaged with Dragon Wraith crossbowmen, and they're not gonna fall back and let that task fall onto the Loki Scion Rim. Go ahead and charge my Bone Guard into the Scion Rim. What else can you do? I'm actually going to use this high ground right here to use what's left of my 8 Urukai crossbowmen, poor bastards, to shoot these guys. It's going to work out pretty well, actually. Looks like Cold Front has his Urukai infantry unit here of 48. They were the one who were, I think, were fighting in the middle here. You can just see this carpet where all this fighting just happened. It's crazy. 3 bell. Wow, I just turned the corner and these Belrogs are here kind of staring at me. I don't really like it, but got 5 Belrogs left, and you can see I'm charging over the rest of my half-orc spear guard. Beautiful. And that will be the last actual like infantry units that I have in my army to utilize. The rest will fall onto my more bone guard here, but the rest will fall onto my elites. Who I think I'm gonna cross the bridge yet. We got like that's Missing Mountains. Yeah, here they go. They finally got across the bridge and now they're coming. They aren't running, are they? All right, good. I'm not doing that. Thought I saw it for a second. I was about to be real embarrassed. See that I was running my troops after getting mad at that one dude for so long. So it looks like, is that Nara units up here? Okay, I don't know what these guys are doing, but it looks like he's pushing up some of his Uruks up the mountain there. I'm not sure if he just can't see any units there and he's going to charge up and see if there's any units up there. I'm not sure what he's doing right there, but J-Monster's going to move in the rest of his reserves, and oop, there goes one of the generals down to an Nazkai general unit. And you see, that's where the general just went down over here. It looks like we got J-Monster charging, and J-Monster and Donald are charging in the reserves of their army and trying to take on the final elites that are left. We still have some Dragon Wraith crossbowmen, still some Dragon Wraiths guildmen, still some Dragon Wraiths, well, again, crossbowmen up here. And I believe these guys do have a reserve of crossbows. Yes, they still do, so. But they are also moving this unit of crossbowmen. I know, I keep saying crossbowmen because they entirely have too many in this replay. And Sir Pineapple's crossbowmen are holding this choke point here. The sign room holds strong, and I'm about to charge in the next unit of spear guard slash bone guard. Not sure what they were doing back there. I think I was trying to charge them around, test some things, see if I can find new ways around. But at this point in the battle, it's just grinding through whatever you got left. You see the massacre just happened right here. Very, very bloody. Actually, one thing I wish they had in Medieval 2 was gore. They don't have any gore. So. These 8 crossbowmen, 7 crossbowmen, excuse me, no 8, still fighting. And there goes the rest of these half-orc bone guard charging in. Doing what I can with those few crossbowmen. And J-Monster now charging his, I believe, Belrogs. Yep, his Belrogs into the fight. And there goes another general. So there is a rule to this replay. If you kill Heath Horton's general, the game ends. Heath Horton's general is beyond this other unit of Camul's Chosen up here on the mountain. These Camul's shadow bows that are now firing down. And if you kill him, the game automatically goes in your favor, so it automatically ends. I didn't include that little side note here just because it's a pointless rule. We're never going to get to it. It just doesn't make any sense. But that is a rule. Well, pretty much doesn't matter, but yeah, it really just doesn't matter. And I'm actually not sure if you guys can see that, but Horton just asked me if I'm actually working on this replay. The answer is yes, Horton. I am. He's messaged me and what is it called? Messaged me on Steam, and there we go. So I'm going to charge in these half-orc spearmen, support these half-orc Vanguard, and here come the lesser Balrogs to try and hopefully break through this line. So actually, the rest of this battle is, I could not save the replay because I left the battle early. So you're going to see a big charge from me, and then you're going to see, that's it. That's going to be it. I'm going to charge on all my troops and commit all my troops and leave because I had to go. So the rest of this battle is going to come down to J-Monster and them doing the rest of the tactics. My troops are just going to be there to fight. So we're going to go ahead and again go into 2x speed now that we're in this kind of And there goes those Marauder Orcs I was talking about earlier that help support my Spear Guard against these Dragon Race crossbowmen. And you can't go around this either. You have to. These are only 3 ways up to the keep, up to these Khmul Chosen. So at this point, the battle's been going on for like 3 hours, and we'd like, come on, we're not gonna wait to kill these guys and then have you guys sit up on a hill and then fight uphill and stuff. And we're not gonna wait another 3 hours. Heath Thornton agrees. We shouldn't wait another 3 hours. So he's gonna commit everything, and then we're all just gonna commit everything right here at the end, one big commit. And whatever happens, happens. Now, although it looks in our favor, we still do, although the battle right now looks in our favor maybe, at least on this front and maybe a little bit on this front, he still does have Khmul Chosen and Khmul Shadow Bows, which are very deadly in combat. And he finally got those Belrogs actually out of battle. I think J-Moss is going to charge that general because he's like, let's end this as fast as possible. So if he can kill his general right here, that rule now does come into play, but he's not. He's going to charge these Dragon Race Guildmen right into the back and get a good charge in. And support now that these Khmul Chosen are charging him. But you can see how this could pose a problem. He needs to charge in his crossbow. I thought that was his general unit, but it's not. And these Shadow Bows are still firing. And this here is the famed general. This is the dude we need to kill to win right here. Or just kill everything. Or just kill the general. So soon you will see one last big charge from Mr. Coldfront. Oh, I do charge up my bows to take on his Shadow Bows because they start to do some volleys. I'll charge in, I'll get a few volleys on his Shadow Bows, and then I'll charge in these archers because they're now done. Or are they not done? I'm not sure what they're doing. Oh, spread out formation. And they're going to keep firing on the Shadow Bows. And you're going to see a big commit. You see I already made a big push here, and I'm trying to finish that up. He is hitting my Berserkers really hard, but here you go. We finally broke through I'm telling them, don't worry about these last 18, Loki Scion Realm. I'm telling them to push through. And then they're going to go ahead and actually charge the general over here, who has completely pushed back this whole unit of men. And J-Monster has nothing left to commit. Nobody has anything left to commit. Everything's committed. And except for Coldfront, obviously. I have these raiders here who are still firing. Here comes my general. These berserker units are going to take on the rest of these spearmen, while my essentially cannon fodder moves around and takes on the general, because we can't just let that general sit there doing nothing while his fatigue restores. Are these going to start firing? I'm not sure if these guys have ammo left. They probably get some good shots in on these Khmul Chosen. But there you go, the general has run out of ammo, is now charged in. Where is the actual general, though, for the unit? I'm not sure where he is. See if we can find him. Right here he is, right here. So, here they go, and general is broken through. I think I'm going to tell him to just keep going. Berserkers have finished up there, so everything's finished. Here they come, the Berserkers. And I wouldn't tell any of my troops commit to these guys, because obviously these are my last commands for the battle. So my last commands for the battle is to, I believe, attack the Khmul's Chosen. I don't think I told them to attack the Shadow Guard. I told them to attack the Khmul's Chosen, actually. I believe that was my last commands, attack the Khmul's Chosen. So I think that's what they're going to try and do. Yeah. I think that's their ultimate goal, is to attack the Khmul's Chosen. Or their bodyguard, one of the two. But there you go. By this time in the battle, I have completely zoned out. I am done. And that's it. So I'm going to leave everything onto everybody else, excuse me. And yeah, so I tell them to save as many troops here as I can. I'm going to charge my berserkers into the back, cut these guys off. If we can eliminate this fast, and we still have a bunch of units saved here that can be used against their general units. And I still have my general unit over here fighting. You hear that blow earlier? That was my sign. That's how you know I left. Okay, I gave one more general's horn blow before I left. And actually, I believe what I told what's happened. I haven't seen this. This is my first time seeing this, and the first time, obviously, you guys have seen this. But I was told that the battle ends not the way you might expect it to. But you see we're doing a number here. The Nazkai bodyguard is, well, obviously my general unit. And even the Kamul's Chosen are having a little bit of trouble. And you can see the Kamul's Shadow Bows have completely like fallen. Some Dragon Race Guildmen have moved on to take out these crossbowmen. Probably not as smart as I did. Probably should charge them into my general. But my general's doing some numbers right now. And here's the general right here for his. Everything depends on this one guy right here. And let's just enjoy. He's in combat right now with some of my Nazkai bodyguard. And I'm told this is how the battle ends. Here comes some Dragon Wraith's Guildmen to protect their general. But it is too late. There is the end of the battle right there. And that's game. Well, I mean, they're going to keep fighting, but yep, there you go. So his general died, and they went ahead and ended the game. That is game. Now I'll go over the battle results. So I'll do my best to remember who played who. I should be third to last in kills on my team. So let's see here. This is J Monster. J Monster got 2,458 kills. And here we go. This is me right here. So J Monster brought 4,081 troops. He left with 699. He killed a total of 2,458 men. Cold Front brought 3,836 men. Men remaining 573. Enemies killed 2,088. I believe this is R9 here. So 3,870 brought 882 men remaining. Enemies killed 2,064. And this is Captain Donald King. Brought 3,942 troops. Men lost 3,303. Remaining 639. And total enemies killed 1,905. So that wouldn't put me at last with kills, would it? I think I was second. Yeah, I would be second in kills. So, okay, that's not too bad. Considering I didn't have any, I had zero, like, artillery. I had zero artillery, zero, Belrogs or anything like that. I had, only 2 units of archers, and one was a crossbow unit, so take that as you may. But I'm going to do my best to see who got the next amount of kills. I don't know who the 3 are here, so forgive me. It's going to be Heath Horton, Sir Pineapple, and Starling, one of these 3. So one brought 2,983 men remaining 22. Another brought 2,965 men remaining 5. Another brought 2,849 men remaining 28. And who sent me the... Oh, J Monster sent it to me afterwards. Who got the most kills on his side? Casualty sustained, casualty inflicted. There's one. Okay, this is it right here. His Marauding Bows. Marauding Bows now, guys, in this new update are as strong as Elven Bows, I believe. Low tier Elven Bows. So don't take those guys lightly. Let me see. Lesser Balrogs got the second most with 338 kills. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and stay tuned for more.